Just quickly, what differences did you notice in your teaching in South Africa compared to your teaching here in New Zealand? What were the major differences?
So it's also a bit hard to compare for me because I was teaching,
Oh, yeah.
I was teaching
Different language.
I was teaching a different language in high school. So comparing it to primary school is a bit hard. But of course, I can kind of look back to the school system in South Africa and my own experience, and also see things that are different. So the one thing that was very different to me is actually seeing as a composite class. That was foreign to me. I was like, how can you have two year groups in one class? It just didn't make sense to me. And then I soon learned, okay, no, it's about focusing on where kids are at academically and having to actually teach 3 different ability groups within one class, which was something I think New Zealand did better, or they tried to do better. Teach different ability groups within class. So, for example, I remember in primary school, and I know it's still the same.
Yeah.
For, let's say you are in year 6, you would have a prescribed novel that you read in class, and you do a novel study, right?
Yeah.
And everyone in the class will read the same book. Doesn't matter their ability or their reading level. But when I taught year 6, I had 3, sometimes 4 different reading groups, and they all had a different novel. They had different texts, and you would try and meet a student where they are at, and then build them from there. So the composite class was the one thing. The different ability groups was something that stood out for me. Now, the one thing I loved about the school where I taught at is it's an independent school. So, for example, for math, we streamed the kids. So what we did is we took the year 5, 6s.
Yeah.
We put them together, and at the beginning of a what do you call it? A module. You would first test them, and then based on their results, you would then divide them into 3 groups. And then there's a set 1, set 2, set 3, for example. And the great thing is if you've got a set 1, those kids are mathematically inclined, so you can really extend them.
Oh, yeah.
And you can start doing year 7 work, and you challenge them. And if you have a set 3 class, maybe there's kids who are still lacking or there's some gaps. And then that teacher can try and fill those gaps, and build them. But the problem in New Zealand that I also notice is that a lot of times you don't have streaming. And I think in South Africa they stream more. But then you've got a math class, and you've got this. There's so many, abilities, and then you try and make little groups in your class, and you try and teach all these different groups in your in the same class.
Yeah.
So I think that was something that I struggled with at my first school in New Zealand, because I had a year 6, 7 class combined, and I had to teach all of them.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge.